JC, what do you guys do in practice with all those false starts, pre-snap penalties, sort of take care of those going forward?
Just take advantage of the opportunity when we incorporate different cadences through our practices, and not just like good on good or versus the scout. Even if we're doing something just in any period, just changing up the cadence, or sometimes we literally just line up and call a random play, and we'll change the cadence just to literally work on it. So yeah, just trying to instill in that discipline, so we know what we have to do.
Cody.
It seems like the offensive line overall the last few weeks has gotten better when it comes to pass blocking. Still maybe working a little bit more on run blocking. What have you maybe seen on film that you guys need to clean up to fix that part of the game?
I mean, just handling movement better. I think we've gotten a lot better at that. Handling movement. Sometimes you can't block everybody. You know, safety comes all the way down to make the tackle. That's the guy that we want to make the tackle, if anything. So I mean, sometimes you can't control guys like that. But just handling our box, their front seven, understanding what we got to do, and understand what we're working to, and we'll just react our idea and everything, make sure we're all on the same page, especially in games like last one.
On the right, Charlie.
What did you think the job that Jaeden did coming in and playing for Darian? You played beside him. What do you think of the game he had?
It was a big deal. He definitely been working hard, especially throughout this whole off season. I'm extremely proud of him. He did a great job. I think he understood that he would have had the opportunity to play a couple weeks ago against USF when Tyler Booker was hurt. That kind of knocked him down, or knocked him up with everybody else being down. So especially ever since then, you just see his intensity and his laser focus just sharpened a lot more. So yeah, pregame we made a decision to not play Dalcourt, and Jaeden was going to start. I mean, he was already ready, so I had nothing but confidence in him.
Up front, Tony.
What challenges does Chris Braswell's speed present when he's kind of crouching in on the edge, and just how like, what was your advice to stopping that, I guess?
I mean, yeah, you just got to set under control. Speed is probably the biggest threat to any tackle because, I mean, it's something that you're not used to seeing on a consistent basis. So, yeah, just setting under control, making sure you stay inside out, and just using your hands and playing with extension. I mean, it all goes down to the fundamentals. It's easier said than done, but when you're out there, you also got to do it on a consistent basis. I mean, if you throw the ball 40 times and you go to one side, that's considered a bad game. So you can block great for 39 plays and one side you got a bad game. So there's just being able to be consistent on every single play in and play out.
Left with Kate.
What do you think Jaeden or the offense as a whole proved about your ability to win with the passing game if the opponent tries to take away the run game?
I think it's proven that we're resilient. We're capable of doing what we have to do to get the job done. In this last game, we really leaned a lot on our passing string, and a lot of guys stepped up. Jermaine Burton, Isaiah Vine, all those guys. And you look a couple weeks ago, we played Mississippi State, we leaned on the run game. So it just shows that we're resilient, we're willing to do what we have to do to win. And guys are all bought in. I know for a receiver, in a game like a Mississippi State game where we're running the ball a lot, you're not getting a lot of shine. But just understanding that those key blocks that you have play a part in the bigger role. So when it's time for us to throw the ball, be ready. And the same goes into a situation like last week, playing A&M when we're throwing the ball a lot. Like even the running backs aren't getting the ball as much. I mean, those blocks on picking up linebackers and communicating with the O-line are a big deal. So it all plays a part in ourselves, and we're all going into the system.
Anything else?
JC, when y'all were sitting in the O-line room breaking down film, what are you seeing as somebody that's more experienced from both Caden and the other left tackle? What are you seeing from both of them?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I see a lot of great things out of them. I see areas where they can improve in, but we all have areas where we can improve in. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, just as a whole, I mean, both of them are young. Caden's a freshman. Elijah Pritchett, he was hurt last year, so I mean, this is technically his freshman year playing. But yeah, I see a lot of great things out of them. They just continue to work hard and stay in the playbook and do what they have to do. I know they're going to be great.
In the middle, Mike Rudda.
What do you think these past 3 games have shown in terms of winning 3 SEC games and winning 2 on the road?
It's not easy to win in the SEC, so every win means something. But as I said earlier, it shows that as a unit, our offense is really resilient, and we do what we got to do to win, regardless of where we have to lean on or who we have to do it with. Guys have been hurt. Some guys couldn't play because of injury. It didn't matter. We got got the job done. So I mean, every guy from the starters to the backups are all bought into doing what we have to do. And then from a defensive standpoint, in my opinion, those guys are playing great out there every single day. So you know, just having a great defense like that to build confidence with and help the offense out whenever we're like stalemate is like it's great. So I mean, I think we're trending in the right direction. I think we're going to be able to have a lot of good things going in the future.
Cody.
I know this is a big year for you in terms of, you know, what your future might hold through the first 6 games. How would you assess the way you've been playing? Are there areas that you found that you needed to work on through the first few weeks?
Yeah, there's always areas I can work on. I mean, personally, like movement, like I said earlier, but being consistent. I don't really kind of focus on my individual goals as far as where I'm at with that. I kind of just want to assess what like our unit is and how we can be better. Because especially at offensive line, one guy can play really good and another guy might not play as good, and it has to it wouldn't work out. You gotta have all 5 guys playing as one. So it doesn't matter how I play, it doesn't matter how someone else might play if all 5 of us are playing to our best ability. And I know some games I don't play my best, and those are the games that I gotta learn how to play more consistent and be better at.
Nick Kelly.
Is there an offensive lineman who might be playing now in the NFL or who used to play in the NFL that you model your game after you really like to watch?
I mean, just 2 guys that I really like to watch, Lane Johnson and Trent Williams. I think they play. I mean, Lane Johnson, obviously, he plays right tackle, so I like to see. I can see everything from a better viewpoint when watching him. But Trent, he plays with more of like a swagger and how he likes to get things done. And feel me? So I like that side of the Trent. But Lane, he knows what to do, and he'll do it at a consistent level every single play. So I mean, both guys play 2 different types of styles of football, but they both play at the highest level, and they're both probably the best in their position at the respective spot.
Anything else? Thanks, Jason.